Artifact 12, Standard 7.2, Criterion 24 asks for educators to use assessment data to inform and guide instruction based on individual student needs. I gathered and analyzed data for my Honors World History students via a Google form completed by students in order to inform my instruction. Using Google Sheets to extract and evaluate the data, I conducted a comparative analysis, examining data from male and female students, as well as those enrolled in the specialized 3DE Business Academy program versus students in the regular World History program. This activity required students to compare an invention or idea from the Industrial Revolution with its contemporary counterpart. I employed various Google tools to enhance my understanding of their knowledge regarding the impact of technology on society. I then used this data to guide my instruction and reflected these adjustments to instruction by providing additives such as review games to reinforce student understanding, as well as rework changes to the assignment itself for future years. This data driven approach to evaluating student comprehension and adjusting my teaching methods based on their feedback and performance has proven to be a valuable tool. Once students completed the Google form, I then took the data I collected and used it to gauge how comfortable students were with the lesson and use this as an opportunity to reflect and revise upcoming lessons to ensure students feel confident with the material. I was able to look at the most missed and the most correct questions to see areas where students struggled in. Based on the data I collected and analyzed, I discovered students struggled with concepts related to the Industrial Revolution, such as the geography, various major figures, raw materials, and a few other key points. I shared this data with my students and created both a Gimkit and Kahoot review for them to explore and review the material, focusing on those specific categories. Artifact 12, Standard 7.3, Criterion 25 asks for educators to provide alternative ways for students to show competency. I have offered my Honors World History students the chance to engage in self-reflection regarding their exploration of the Industrial Revolution through a historical inquiry analysis. Using a Google form, I have provided them with the means to reflect on their personal learning experiences throughout the project. Students received feedback on their short answer responses through the first Google form, which they then used to reflect on in their post-presentation. Students used the learning data from the short answer feedback to then share their final thoughts about the Industrial Revolution. They considered what they found interesting about what they learned, how well their group worked together, and what they learned about this era in history. This allowed students to consider the relevancy of what they researched for their inquiry project using a Google form.